Join us at the Pahrump Nugget Hotel and Casino with the #1 gaming experience and entertainment. The Pahrump Nugget has the #1 dining experience at Stockman Steakhouse, Golden Harvest Cafe, and the Gold Miners Buffet. Come get your game on at the Pahrump Nugget Hotel and Casino.
Today's news is brought to you in part by Dr. George Leeks, Pahrumps optometrist since 1990, offering full-spectrum eye care for children and adults. Call today, 727-8300.
Welcome back to News 46. Federal funds are running out for the Desert Tortoise Conservation Center. Wildlife officials plan to shut down the facility. Some of the tortoises will be put down because they have diseases that may be contagious. Many will be released into Trout Canyon and other departments of defense lands, but some will be available for adoption. Well, let's join Nevada Highway Patrol Trooper Jeremy Elliott, who gives some safe driving tips.
I'm Trooper Jeremy Elliott with the Nevada Highway Patrol. Today I'd like to talk to you about impaired driving or driving under the influence. That covers many different substances such as alcohol, over-the-counter medications, as well as illegal street drugs. We all know that alcohol and illegal street drugs impair our ability to operate a motor vehicle safely. However, prescription medications are often overlooked. If your doctor issues these medications that you need to read the labels on those bottles and talk to your physician about operating a motor vehicle. Oftentimes people consume these medications, get into their car, and create tragedies on our roadways that are easily avoidable by simply reading the instructions that come with the medication. Once you take these medications, please understand how that medication affects you personally, because each medication affects everyone differently. Again, I'd like to remind you to buckle up, don't text and drive, and please don't drive impaired.
And here's Deanna O'Donnell with your entertainment this week.
Here's a list of the winners of the 2013 MTV Music Awards handed out Sunday in a ceremony live from the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York. Video of the Year went to Justin Timberlake for Mirrors. Best Female Video went to Taylor Swift for I Knew You Were Trouble. Best Male Video, Bruno Mars, Locked Out of Heaven. Pop Video, Selena Gomez, Come and Get It. Hip Hop went to Macklemore and Ryan Lewis featuring Ray Dalton for Can't Hold Us. Rock Video, 30 Seconds to Mars, Up in the Air. And Best Collaboration went to Pink and Nate Ruess of Fun, Just Give Me a Reason. Best Video with a Social Message went to Macklemore and Ryan Lewis featuring Mary Lambert for Same Love. Best Song of the Summer, One Direction, Best Song Ever. Artist to Watch, Austin Mahoney for What About Love. Michael Jackson's Video Vanguard Award went to Justin Timberlake, and he also took home Best Direction for Suit and Tie, directed by David Fincher. Best Visual Effects, Capital Cities, Safe and Sound. Best Choreography went to Bruno Mars for Treasure, and Art Direction went to Janelle Monáe featuring Erykah Badu for Queen. Cinematography went to Macklemore and Ryan Lewis featuring Ray Dalton for Can't Hold Us, and Editing, Justin Timberlake for Mirrors. A Canadian dentist spent $31,000 for one of John Lennon's teeth in 2011. The dentist, Michael Zook, wants to clone the late Beatles legend. Recently, Zook sent the 50-plus-year-old tooth to a lab, hoping to find a shred of genetic data that would help sequence Lennon's DNA. There's no word yet on whether Lennon's tooth will provide enough material to do anything. In addition, it was rotten to begin with when Lennon lost the tooth in the 1960s, and he gave it to his housekeeper. She then handed down the family heirloom to her son, who later sold it. We likely won't know how the tooth's condition affects Zook's plans. He says he's going to keep the results confidential. Catherine Zeta-Jones and Michael Douglas are taking a break from their marriage. Zeta-Jones and Douglas tied the knot in November of 2000 and have stuck together through sickness and health. Douglas was diagnosed with cancer in 2010. After he overcame his illness in 2011, Jones checked herself into a mental health facility to receive treatment for bipolar II disorder. Douglas and Zeta-Jones have 2 children together, 13-year-old Dylan and 10-year-old Carries. On Tuesday, Capitol Records will release Made in California, a Beach Boys box set that wraps up the legendary band's 50th anniversary year. The set includes all the hits, Surfing USA, I Get Around, Help Me Rhonda, Good Vibrations, Do It Again. It will also have a variety of hidden gems, including tracks from the Smile Sessions, which finally saw the light of day in late 2011. Demos and alternative takes and even an essay from Brian Wilson are in the set. He wrote that in 1959. The band will be performing on Tuesday in Las Vegas. I'm Deanna O'Donnell. That's your entertainment this week.
Well, how much more do you think it will cost to make a smartphone in the United States rather than in China? How about $4 per phone? Google made a big splash when it announced the Moto X, the new flagship phone of the company's Motorola division, will be manufactured in Texas. An analysis of the smartphone's international components revealed that the Moto X costs between $3.50 and $4 more per phone to make than the Apple iPhone 5 or the Samsung Galaxy S4, both of which are assembled in China. Well, Angela Miles files this report in today's First Business Brief.
This is the First Business Brief for Wednesday, August 28th. I'm Angela Miles. The NASDAQ and the New York Stock Exchange have been asked to provide a timeline of last Thursday's 3-hour trading halt. Reports say the rival exchanges have been unable to agree on the timeline and apparently are blaming each other for the glitch. The SEC chairman has called for a meeting for September 12th with the heads of both exchanges attending. As early as September, you may be able to trade in your old iPhone towards an upgrade. Apple is reportedly expected to make an official statement at its September 10th event. That's when the next iPhone is anticipated. And perhaps taking a cue from negative feedback on its own Facebook page, CVS is shortening its store receipts. The drugstore chain says it will stop attaching coupons directly to receipts and instead will send the savings to customers' membership cards. That's the First Business Brief. I'm Angela Miles.
All right, folks, we'll keep it here because right after the break, we're going to have your weather with Noah Began. So keep it here.
News 46 weather is brought to you by Healthcare Partners Medical Group, with 5 locations in Pahrump. Local doctors and professional staff providing total care from infancy to seniors. News 46 weather is also brought to you by your local dairy farmers. Dairy products are very important in maintaining a healthy body. For more information, you can visit their website at nevadadairycouncil.org.
Hello, welcome back to News 46. Today we're looking at partly cloudy skies with a high of 95 degrees, an average temperature of 100. Winds will be coming from the south at 5 miles per hour with gusts up to 9 miles per hour. The UV index is 9, which is very high. Humidity will be at 28%. Sunrise was at 6:12 this morning, and the record high in 1944 was 110 degrees. Tonight we're looking at partly cloudy skies with a low of 73 degrees, an average temperature of 78. Winds will be coming from the southeast at 3 miles per hour with gusts up to 6 miles per hour. Humidity will be at 44%. Sunset will be at 7:17 this evening. And the record low in 1945 was 58 degrees. Tomorrow we're looking at isolated thunderstorms with a high of 96 degrees, a low of 74. Winds will be coming from the south at 5 miles per hour with gusts up to 8 miles per hour. Humidity will be at 35%. Sunrise will be at 6:13 a.m. and the UV index is 9, which is very high. For our 7-day forecast, we're looking at some showers up to the end of this week, partly cloudy skies in next week. Your high temperatures will be in the mid-90s and your low temperatures will be in the low 70s, cooling off to the high 60s on Wednesday.
All right, folks. Well, that does it for this edition of News 46. I'm Monique Mitchell. And from everyone up here at News 46, we wish you a safe night, and we'll see you here again tomorrow. Until then, good night.